Hi everybody, Abby here. Today we'll be reacting to August 20th, 2024. Overwatch 2 patch now, Season 12 New Frontiers is finally here. The Egyptian themed season, whatever you want to call it. Okay, while I want to fanboy about the skins and all the themes in the season and some issues with it, that aside, forget all of that. We're here for the balance patch. Let's get straight into it. Yeah, new core game mode, new Throne of Anubis. That's amazing. Avoid teammate changes is nice. This wave respawn is potentially bad. Competitive play updates, yeah, who cares? Okay, so before we get into it, I'm doing this live, guys. The reason I'm not in the in-game client is for some reason it's just not updating. So what I want to see is I want to see some decent tank nerfs. I want to see power given to the DPS characters that will be hit by these movement, like the HP nerfs. I have a lot of things I want to talk about, but let's not waste time and get straight into it. So tank, okay, D.Va is the one to get the nerf, and the developer comment is the increase in defense matrix availability didn't help D.Va's performance. I'm sorry, what? The increase in D.Va's defense matrix availability didn't help D.Va's overall performance that much compared to the amount of frustration it's causing to players on the opposing team. So we're reverting it to the previous duration. Oh, I mean, this is good, but D.Va's current armor... Wait. The tanks are keeping the current, like, armor and all the other stuff? Wait. So... Wait, what? Okay, this is just the first tank. Surely it's not that bad, right? Okay, Orisa, I'm gonna go one by one. Developer comment, Orisa is still underperforming, so we're increasing the impact damage of energy javelin to better reward accuracy with ability. Energy javelin impact damage increase for 60 to 80. Oh my god, the Orisa buffs are coming one by one. What was the one before? She got the javelin spin buff or something, and now the energy javelin has gotten buffed. Isn't she going to be really lethal now, Orisa? Like, I didn't think Orisa was that bad. This is a disaster so far. Okay, sorry, guys, I'm not trying to be negative. Like, I have a vision for the game, and there's just certain things that, I want to see. So Zarya, hopefully they nerf Zarya's bubbles and the way they work, right? Wait, what? Particle count? Where's bubbles? Developer comments, Zarya's secondary fire didn't benefit from the projectile changes. We're increasing its damage. Why? So far, tanks have gotten buffed again, but this time to their lethality? Are they okay in the head? Zarya particle cannon fire minimum damage to 55, max damage to 110? And no other nerfs for tanks? So we're stuck with raid boss tanks. That's it. It's the DPS role now. That's it. No nerfs. Are they serious? Are they actually joking? Surely they buff DPS, right? Surely. Damage, Echo Hanzo. The fact that Genji's not even down here is so pathetic. Echo. Developer comment, no additional adjustments. Pharah, Echo. Wait. No additional adjustments to support the reduced health pool, as like Pharah. Echo is already one of the top performing DPS. Yeah, well, Pharah and Echo being your top performing DPS is because they're the only characters that can put up a fight to the freaking tanks. Oh my god, this dev team. Oh my god, how did they ruin this game? Every pen in this game is finished. Hanzo. Developer comment, he just dropped to 225. Wait, Hanzo dropped to 225 and not Genji? How does that make sense? Wait, what? They said mobile heroes were being nerfed? Genji didn't get 225. Wait, what? I'm so confused. Genji's a mobile DPS hero. Okay, forget Genji. Hanzo doesn't quite fit the category of being as highly mobile as the other heroes we're moving to 225. But like Widowmaker, he has the potential long-range lethality merits, so he's now able to one-shot the 225 HP heroes. It's also nice for the Hanzo mirror match to be more decisive as well. But how many heroes did you move to 225? Junkrat. This is mostly a reversion back to how Junkrat's grenade used to ricochet in early Overwatch, which enables more control over the angle of the bounce. I'm not a Junkrat specialist, so Junkrat guys can tell me if this is a buff or a nerf. And sorry for the background noise, I can't do much about it right now. It is what it is. Sojourn. After reducing the max damage of Railgun secondary fire, we're continuing to look at the effectiveness of Sojourn's primary fire. These changes are to make it more accurate and better reward accuracy by increasing the energy gain from the headshots. Primary fire weapon spread reduced from 2 to 1.6. Critical hits now grant 10 energy. Energy degeneration rate reduced. I mean, as long as they don't buff her actual rail shot, I think this is fine, right? Like, she needs power somewhere. Like, Alec did say that Sojourn dropped to 44% win rate, one of the lowest any DPS has ever gone. Oh god. Okay. Sombra. The increased movement speed while in... Wait. I just realized something. Wait, hold on. Speaking of characters that are mobile, you're telling me that Junkrat didn't get 225 HP. Sojourn didn't get 225 HP. Sombra, I don't see 225 HP anywhere. So what's the criteria for being for 225? These are mobile characters. Hanzo gets 225 when he barely moves. But Junkrat, Sojourn, and Sombra, who can travel pretty much across the entire map, they don't get 225? What are they smoking? Oh no, Sombra did get it. Hold on, Sombra, base health reduced. Okay, yeah, it was just tiny text, I can't see. Virus impact damage went back up. Why do they keep messing with this? Stealth movement speed increase. Wait, this is... Oh, this is potentially a nightmare. This is potentially a nightmare. Stealth gone, the stealth movement speed up with virus going up. This might not be the direction. Oh boy, Torbjorn. The shift in armor health for Torbjorn is to increase survivability against the heroes, which are affected by... Wait, what? The shift in armor health for Torb is to increase survivability. Torb was already survivable. What do you mean he needs more survivability against the heroes which are most affected by armor damage reduction, such as Tracer? Base health reduced to 225, but base armor increased to 75. They actually want their game to die. They unironically want their game to die. They actually want their game to die. We're watching it in real time. They want their game to... They have understood nothing of what makes their game fun. They understood nothing. What is this garbage? Support Iliari. Oh boy, I hope to God Iliari's pylon took a nerf here. A developer comment, Iliari can deal a lot of damage over time, but may have too much ammo. Ammo's not the problem though. Given that her projectiles are easier to land, we're also removing the extra environment collision size on her captive sun projectile so it doesn't accidentally detonate early. There's a similar fix to prevent her secondary fire beam from... Wait. Solar rifle maximum ammo reduced from 64. Are you actually kidding me? They slapped Iliari on the wrist, but they didn't even slap the strength, which is the pylon. They slapped her rifle, the one part of her kit that actually takes skill. Who in God's name is making this patch? How did they outdo themselves? From the people, did they seriously smoke the biggest blunt known to God's green earth and decided, what's this? Marvel Rivals December 6th, official release date. It's over. Overwatch is dead. Okay, it's not dead, but this is hilarious. The meta will not shift. Juno, wait, did Iliari move to 225? She didn't. That's just amazing. Just the fact that Iliari didn't move to 225 is hilarious. Juno, oh boy, here we go. Developer comment, community feedback on Juno's trial was split between over and underpowered. Who in God's name said that she was OP? Well, if you thought Juno was OP, please uninstall this game and go play Fortnite. Seriously. On the stat side, she performed strongly in most of every category, but particularly overperformed in healing. Her healing is shit. What do you mean she overperformed in healing? These changes are improving her utility while pulling back on the healing output. Why? Since we'd like to launch her in a strong way, there are also quite a few quality of life improvements. Wait. Juno is 225. Mediblaster burst projectile volley rate of fire reduced from 34 to 28 shots per second. Wait, so this is her healing less, right? Burst projectile volley rate of fire reduced from 34 shots per second to 28 shots per second. Her pulsar torpedoes damage and healing impact increased from 75 to 85. Heal over time reduced from 60 to 50. Wait, you're unironically kidding me. They took power away from the part of the kit that took skill and put power in the kit that auto aim. They made the... I cannot believe this. You're telling me this is just like the Iliari situation, where the primary weapon is actually a skill-based thing that is fine, that we don't mind having power in. And then they shifted power into the auto-locking torpedoes. to give it more damage and to give it more healing. But they reduce the heal over time on it. Yeah, but the initial burst is more, which is what makes it a little bit scary. What? Hyper ring deploy range increased. That's fine. I thought the deploy range was fine. Cooldown reduced to 14 seconds. That was necessary, I think. Orbital ray deploy range increased by 3.5 meters. Okay. I get it. This is so that it's easier to make a push with it, right? Because it was spawning right next to it. Yeah, okay, this is nice. Orbital ray's cooldown reduced from 16 to 40 seconds. Wait, what? Wait, wait a minute. Isn't Orbital Ray her ultimate? Why is the cooldown reduced from 16 to 14? I'm not going crazy, right? Orbital Ray is her ultimate, right? Because she has the movement, which is her little boosters or whatever. And then she has her, you know, yeah, Orbital Ray is her ultimate. Deploy range increased, but cooldown reduced from 16. I think that's just them copy-pasting it, whatever. 𝐒𝐿𝐄𝐈𝐓𝐄𝐇, developer comment. Despite the perception of how powerful 𝐒𝐿𝐄𝐈𝐓𝐄𝐇 feels to play against, she's a hero that's been constantly underperformed. You're fucking kidding me. There's no way we're seeing 𝐒𝐿𝐄𝐈𝐓𝐄𝐇 buffs before Genji buffs. Despite the perception of the community of how powerful 𝐒𝐿𝐄𝐈𝐓𝐄𝐇 feels to play against, she's a hero that's underperforming when it comes to winning games. However, she's a highly evasive hero that it makes sense for her to be in 225 health bracket. To help counterbalance the loss of health, we're smoothing out her damage dealing consistency by increasing the kunai weapon's base damage and removing the enhanced critical multiplier. Wait, what? Base health reduced to 225, kunai critical multiplier reduced from 2.5 to 2 times, damage of the kunai increased from 45 to 60. What? Recovery time increased from 0.5 to 0.556. They just made 𝐒𝐿𝐄𝐈𝐓𝐄𝐇 the best duelist in the game. As if she wasn't already the best duelist in the game. She's now the best duelist ever. Despite the perception of how powerful 𝐒𝐿𝐄𝐈𝐓𝐄 feels to play against, despite the perception, they decided that despite what you guys think, fuck you, we're gonna make her even stronger because she doesn't win enough games in low elo. Oh my god, no way. Wife lever. Oh yeah, he got a rework. Hopefully it's not terrible, right? Healing Blossom. Healing progress can now charge passively at a reduced rate. Healing progress can now charge passively at a reduced rate. Wait, does this mean he's charging the healing like his blossom, he's charging it without having to hold left click? Guys, I'm not in game yet. Like the problem is like Overwatch is taking a while to update. I don't know why. No longer reduces movement speed while holding a foot. Well, this is nice. Like it was an awkward thing to have. Pedal platform. Oh boy, here we go. This is the rework, right? Duration only counts down when the platform is actually raised. Oh, platform now resets if nobody's standing on it. Duration increased from 10 to 12 seconds. Health reduced from 400 to 300. Rejuvenation dash healing reduced. Oh, this was necessary. He was way tanky. Wait, so Healing Blossom will now passively charge at a slow rate to enable players to swap between weapons without fear of falling too far behind. But this just made the easiest character in the game even easier though, isn't it? Like there's no trade-off in his kit now. It's just like, well, I can do this. And the trade-off is, well, pedal platform is slightly weaker. Wait, so what happened to the pedal platform rework? They were hyping it up like crazy. They were like, oh, it's gonna give you attack speed or some shit like that, and it doesn't even do anything anymore. It doesn't do anything, right? So, unless I'm wrong. So, duration only counts down while the platform is raised, and platform now resets if nobody is standing on it for 2 seconds. What does this mean? Platform now resets if nobody is standing on it for 2 seconds. That's interesting. I don't know about these life ever changes. In a weird way, they made him easier to play, but in theory, everything he got was a nerf. So doesn't that just make him weaker overall? Isn't this a net negative? I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't want Life Weaver to be meta. I think Weaver's horrible for the game. So I don't know, his Healing Blossom, like this passive rate of Healing Blossom charging could be something that really, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Weaver is a really tough character, guys. Like his entire design is a problem, which makes him hard to balance. I assume they kept this in mind and they didn't go over the top with him. Okay, I mean, in my opinion, it's a net nerf. I don't know how to feel about this. This is something that I need to play for a few games, and that brings us to Mercy. So Mercy's base health reduced to 225. Caduceus staff, primary fire, healing. Wait, hold on. Did Weaver get 225 HP? Weaver didn't get 225 HP. I mean, to be fair, it's like really easy to dive and massive hitbox, so it's fine if he doesn't get it. Like he's mobile, but it's like he's one of the characters where it's like it makes sense, right? Caduceus staff, primary fire healing increased to 60 health per second instead of 55. And then secondary fire damage boost increased from 25% to 30%. I don't think the damage boost buff was necessary, but Mercy really needed something. And I think this is a pretty fair version of Mercy to still have. I look forward to seeing what she's able to do with this kit, but if I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, I think unfortunately Mercy is just too outdated for this to even be relevant. That's probably why they're feeling confident with the 60 healing a second, you know? Granted that it will be strong, don't get me wrong, I think 60 HP a second was basically Moth meta Mercy. They can give Mercy 60 healing a second, but Genji can't get 28 damage back. What a world we live in. Okay, so Moira. Moira can be difficult to take down between the low cooldown on her Fade ability and self-healing with the Biotic Orb. So now she has 225 HP and slightly higher damage output to keep her offensive. Wait! They nerfed her Biotic Grass damage the last patch or the patch before that, and now they buffed it back and they put her at 225. They're so stupid. So, this is... all the easy characters got buffed, and all the skill characters got nerfed, especially in support. Lucio went to 225 and his Sonic Amplifier primary damage went to 22. Wait a minute, wasn't the previous damage 20? Isn't this like the highest his damage has ever been? I could be wrong. I'm not mistaken, right? It was 20 before, if I remember the previous patch. This is pretty crazy. Secondary fire damage increased from 60 to 70. This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. Quality of life updates. So it's just like whatever. Map updates. For Flashpoint and Push, they put in stuff. Ash fixed a bug where some of the effects would not trigger with the Mythic skin on Steam. Iliari's solar rifle secondary heal beam impacting the environment of players. Oh, I actually had this bug a couple of times. This is nice. Juno cleaned up some of the effects on her pulsar torpedoes when they landed as Diva was re-entering. But that's such a minor bug to have, like such a small bug to have. Okay, so overall thoughts on this patch. Tanks did not get nerfed. This is insane. I think projectile DPS is now the weakest role in the game, and it's the biggest loser in this game. I think hitscan's about to take over once and for all. I don't understand what the criteria for 225 HP is. I could be mistaken unless they mentioned it somewhere up here on which characters got 225 HP. But I think they mentioned it down here in the like specific role changes. And I'm not going to lie, I'm incredibly disappointed. I'm incredibly disappointed that we didn't see proper nerfs. I think Diva needed to lose a bunch of armor. I think Orisa was actually fine. It was just the other tanks were a bit overtuned. I think Zarya not getting a nerf on her bubble uptime and even the bubble HP is stupid. It's incredibly stupid. I really hate playing against new Zarya. Echo's nerf is like, sure, fine. Hanzo's nerf is like, sure, fine. But there's very few characters that are 225, if I'm not mistaken. Junkrat, I don't understand why Junkrat didn't go 225, but at the same time, I'm like, whatever, I'm not complaining. Sojourn's primary fire spread reduced. Sojourn not being 225 is also definitely interesting, especially since she got a big damage buff. Sombra is a very quiet disaster waiting to happen. Torb is completely unnecessary. And he's gonna shit on Tracer even harder now as if he didn't do it before. Illari got the worst changes. They got the most disconnected changes I've ever seen from a development team. Juno is the second character where I've seen like the complete disconnect from a balanced team. Kiriko is the third character that I've ever seen a disconnect from the balanced team. It's just, I'm not even trying to flame them. I'm not trying to be mad at them. I'm not trying to do that. These are the wrong things to change about the characters. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. This is the wrong things to change about the character. Illari's pylon needed the nerf. They didn't do that. That's what everybody complains about, and they're stubborn about it. Juno did not need any of these changes, and she was not OP. I don't know where they're getting this idea from that Juno was OP when she was horrendously mid, and people were complaining that Juno will be easier to dive and all this type of shit, and they made her easier to dive, gave her no compensation in her movement, and decided to buff the wrong part of her kit, the auto-locking ability. This is unreal what I'm seeing. Kiriko went to 225, which is nice, but then they decided that, okay, well, the one part of her kit that needed a little bit more skill, yeah, but we're gonna like tone that down, shift it up a little bit, and now allow Kiriko to just be really good at dueling. Well, like she was already good at dueling, and now she's even better at it. Life Weaver's changes are a massive question mark as to, well, what is the direction with this? I would assume that this is still technically a net negative, like all of this power lost, but at the same time, like it's not like Life Weaver was meta. And his problem is that he genuinely needs a full kit rework. He's just a horribly designed character. Mercy needed this, but it's still a net negative because she's really not that strong. And this hurts her, like this, the 225 HP hurts her quite a bit. And the trade-off to having like a little bit more healing in the DPS passive era with the bigger projectors and all this type of stuff and a stronger damage boost is like, sure, like we can experiment with that and see where we go from there. Moria's changes are nice from the base health perspective, but this damage increase is extremely unnecessary and it should have stayed where it was before. Lucio's changes are really nice, but why does he get compensated in terms of damage and not some other characters? But whatever. Juno's changes, well, these are the quality of life. So Lucio's change, good change. Moria change, bad change. Mercy change, good change, but not enough to help the hero. Life Weaver's change, question mark. Kiriko's change, bad change in my opinion. Like, I'm willing to try it, but I don't think it's good. Like, why did she get compensated like this? Whatever. Juno's change is horrible change. Like, they got it. Like, this is the problem with praising them, guys. Like, all the content creators, all of us, like, we like what we saw in Juno. We tell them that this is a good thing. Whatever you do, do not change this character. And what do they do? They pull shit like this. They pull shit like this. They're like, oh, we're gonna change it up. Like, we feel like this is better. We feel like the auto aimbot ability needs to be stronger. It's just, wow, it's amazing. It's amazing how they can pull this off consistently. And then Illari's change is everybody's crying about Pylon and the oppressiveness of Pylon, and they nerfed the wrong part of that kit. So Illari meta is here to stay. They buffed the shit out of Torbjorn, which is hilarious because now Tracer cannot play the game. Sombra is literally a disaster waiting to happen. I'm calling it from now. Sojourn's change is like, whatever, it's nice, but she sucks against all tanks right now because of the way her gun works. So it's like, whatever, it doesn't matter. Junkrat's changes, again, like any Junkrat specialist want to tell me like how this is, feel free. Hanzo's changes are, in my opinion, he should have gotten an increase on Storm, like the Storm arrows like maybe a 5 damage increase because he's really struggling. Like I don't think Hanzo's that good, and I don't think there's enough 225 HP characters to even say something like, yeah, but Hanzo has like more lethality. I was like, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Echo going to 225 is the most disconnected. Like, yes, she deserved it, but it's the most disconnected change I've ever seen because they don't understand exactly why Pharah and Echo are the top performing DPS. So now projectile DPS has legitimately no option. Pharah's weaker, Echo's weaker, Genji's absolute dog shit, Hanzo's absolute dog shit, and Tank got a buff, and then a nerf that like can be ignored. Because any good diva can make you feel like defense matrix is infinite. So diva is still unkillable. Orisa is gonna start doing actual damage that is gonna delete you from the game, especially against characters that are 225. Zarya is even stronger now because she totally needed that. I don't know what they want from this game. I don't get it. I don't understand what the vision is anymore. I have a video coming out tomorrow. We're gonna rant about this. I'm gonna rant about the vision for Overwatch. I'm too tired. It's 10:40 p.m. I'm gonna go rest. I had a long day. I'll see you guys in the next one.